What if I told you that every skyscraper you see in your city, a spaceship that lands on the moon, a viral video that you see on the internet, and even your favorite video game starts with mathematics? Yeah, that's right. Mathematics isn't just a subject, it is the language of possibility. Welcome to this channel. I'm very delighted to have you here. If this is your first time, I am Dr. Francis Brackun. I've had a long-standing experience mentoring young people like you through maths and science courses. In this channel, it is my duty to make you fall in love with this language of possibilities, mathematics. But first of all, for you to fall in love with someone, you must understand them. That is why I take time to break formulas, concepts, methods, and solutions on this channel so that it is at the very basic level where everyone, and I mean everyone, even those of you who hate maths or those of you who are indifferent towards maths, can understand and appreciate the beauty of mathematics. So, what are we going to do on this channel? First of all, let me establish something. Wherever you are in this world, if you are going through secondary school or high school level mathematics, there are 6 major topics that you will be going through. It really doesn't matter whether you are in Ghana or in Argentina or in Canada or in the UK. You will go through these 6 major topics. And they may be organized differently, but eventually, by the time you are taking your high school diploma exam or your GCSE or your WASI exam or any other school leaving maths exam, you would have gone through these 6 major topics. So what are these 6 major topics? Let me ask you a question. What exactly do you study in high school or secondary school for maths? As I said earlier on, regardless of wherever you are taking a math course at this level, it all comes down to 6 major areas. And trust me, each one opens up a new dimension of thinking. So here are the topics that we will be unpacking in this channel. And you will soon realize on this channel that I like to list things so that it is very clear and concise for us to process better. So number 1 is number. Okay, number is your foundation. When you understand the topic number, you build a solid foundation upon which you can build all other advanced concepts in mathematics. In number, you'll be looking at things like integers, prime numbers, doing calculations with powers, working out percentages, and even estimating and rounding up numbers like a professional accountant. The second major topic that we'll be looking at is algebra. Algebra involves patterns, looking at trends, predictions, working out powers, using equations and simplifying expressions and applying them to solving real-world problems. You may also have to draw graphs and unlock some secrets in sequences. The third one that we will be looking at is ratio, proportion, and rates of change. Yeah, from recipes to real-world speed calculations, you will use ratios and proportions throughout your life. So why not master them in this maths course? If you want to understand how prices change and find yourself the best deals in the supermarket, ratios, proportions, and rates of change is the topic to go to. Then we will be looking at geometry and measures as our 4th major topic. In this topic, we'll be looking at shapes, space, structure. We'll be working out angles, areas, volumes, and you will explore the beauty of things like symmetry and even prove things like a true mathematician. After going through that, the fifth major topic will be probability. Now let me ask you a question. Ever wondered what the chances of anything are? We will dive deep into the likelihood of how things happen. We'll be using things like Venn diagram, probability tree to unpack independent and dependent events and predict how likely they are to occur. Then finally, we will be looking at statistics for our sixth major topic. Numbers tells a story. Numbers tell a story. You will collect data, draw charts, calculate averages, interpret trends, and even question results. It will make you a proper scientist. These six major topics keep evolving, and so we may have about 10 or 20 or even 30 subtopics under each of these major topics. If you follow the courses and the lessons delivered through this channel faithfully and have your notebook whenever you visit the channel and take some notes as I go through the lessons, you will significantly improve your competency in maths. Maths isn't just about passing a test. It's about building your logic, boosting your confidence, and training your brain to think sharper, faster, and creatively. And the best part, once you master this, doors open. Doors to science, technology, engineering, medicine, finance, architecture, developing games, you name it. Maths will really open this door for you to explore some of these opportunities later on in life. So why don't you join me as we go onto the whiteboard and start unpacking some of these things? Remember, the channel name is Maths and Science Unpacked, the place where maths makes sense and learning comes alive. Here, we break down every topic step by step with real-life examples. We give you exam hacks, tips and tricks, and problem-solving procedures you won't find anywhere else. Thank you and see you in our next lesson.